guys, it's me Lexi from It's All About the Ramen, Tiny Thoughts and Average Day of Me, and I want to thank you guys for the positive feedback on my very first video, considering I was very nervous when I made it. I'm still a little nervous now, but I'm not as bad as I was in like my first video. I've been working on subjects all week, so here's my notepad. Ta-da! And my dad left me another subject on my actual blog, and his question for me is, what is your favorite Disneyland ride and why? And I have to guess what his is. And I'm going to guess that his favorite ride is Splash Mountain because one, it's a staple ride you have to go on when you do go to Disneyland because, you know, you gotta sing the little tune, you gotta, get wet, especially when it's a very hot day. You will be willing to wait an hour in that line just to cool off. I don't know, you just get to sing along with cute, cuddly creatures, like, you know, forest creatures. And forest creatures are very rare, like, you know, out here in California or Arizona for that matter, unless you see the random squirrel. And the squirrels out here do not have bushy tails. They're very thin and small with a little bit of fluff, but that's pretty much it. My favorite ride, I would have to say, is, well, I have a couple of favorite rides actually. I'm gonna have to say one of them is Alice in Wonderland because, you know, you get to ride a ginormous caterpillar and it takes you through pretty much the story of Alice, like the movie and everything, and you gotta chase the white rabbit, you gotta paint the roses red, and you know, you gotta run away from the queen at the end. I kind of wish you could turn like small and stuff, like when you eat the little, like, I don't know, when I think it was like a biscuit in the movie, but I always thought it was like a little mushroom. I wish you could like turn small and like grow big with drinks. That would be really fun. My next question is, what is your favorite character or fictional character? And I'm not sure if it can be like from a book or a TV show, but I have so many that I honestly can't just pick one. But for right now, I'm going to pick one, and it's going to be from Star Trek. And of course, it's going to be Commander Riker, because one, he's really hot, as silly as that sounds. Two, he's a badass. He really is, you know, just gotta set your phasers to stun. Three, I mean, he gets with like the hot girl, which is Deanna. Deanna Choi is one of my other favorites, because, you know, she can read people's feelings and thoughts, and I don't know, she's just an awesome Betazoid. Okay, I lied, I gave two away. So, I don't know. My other question that I came up with on my own is like, what would you do if you were on the USS Enterprise? Like, you know, either working on there or living on there, because on The Next Generation, they have like people living on there, and like, how would you react if, like, you know, they went under attack and everything with the Ferengi? And I would freak out, but at the same time, I would kind of hope I was part of the team. But if I was a resident on the USS Enterprise, it'd be like, oh no, not another attack, or oh gosh, Q came back. What is he gonna do now? I don't know. It's just, you're in space, and you gotta make sure, like, we all survive, or else you just die on impact, because, you know, there's no oxygen in space. But I don't know. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I mean, hopefully I would be part of, like, the away team and, you know, get to explore with, like, Geordie LaForge and stuff. Gotta see, like, what's going on in the other ships or the other planets. Let's see. Another question I got is, what is your favorite TV show growing up? My favorite TV show. Oh, there have been so many. The original My Little Pony. I haven't seen the new one yet, but everyone keeps telling me to watch it, so eventually I'll make my way to watch the new My Little Ponies. Um, there was this one cartoon I remember, but I don't remember the name, where there was just like this little gnome, and he would blow glass. Like, it was part of his job, but they would go on adventures and stuff, and he would like use his glass blowing powers to like help the little like forest creatures and his little like town, his little gnome town. Um, what else? Pokemon, of course. Me and my brother would watch Pokemon all the time because, it's just one of those things when you grow up. It was like the coolest cartoon ever. The very first Power Rangers, that, oh my gosh, if you were in the 90s and you were definitely a 90s kid, and I'm talking about from 91 to like 2000 pretty much, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the very first Power Rangers with Zordon and everything. Oh my god. Pink Ranger. I have a Pink Ranger costume actually that my cousin's grandma made for me, and I still have it, but I can't fit in it anymore. Okay, yeah, we would play Power Rangers all the time. Oh my god. Power Rangers was awesome. I think I even had a Power Rangers cup, if I remember correctly. Something like that. And I know this is silly, but I had Power Ranger underwear too. But what little girl didn't have Power Ranger underwear? At that time, anyways. Um, let's see. Another question I have is, if you could resurrect any species, what would it be? And would you keep it as a pet? Um, I'm not sure. I think I would raise up the dodo bird. Because, I don't know, whenever I see like the picture, it looks cute and like you just put it on a leash. Even though the dodo bird was really dumb, like, just a really dumb bird, I would still want it because like it has this really long beak and its little like, red nose on the beak. Put a little leash on it and just like trot it around and be like, hey dodo bird, what's going on? Um, It'd probably ruin everything, though. I mean, it's probably a reason why it's extinct because obviously it didn't make it through the natural selection. But I would still want a little dodo bird because it was just so cute. And you just put on a leash. Just put on a leash and take it with you. Just put it. I don't know. I know that sounds really dumb. Let's see. My question I came up with myself is, um, if you can have lunch with anyone, real or fake, who would it be, and what would you guys talk about? Um, I would probably have lunch with my great grandma Chris, actually, um, because I don't know, a lot of my family members tell me that I'm like her in a sense, and the last time I saw her, I mean, I was 8, like, I took care of her when she was dying, so I would like to talk to her now as I'm older. I mean, I would love to just go on an embroidery marathon with her and just like sit back at her house, drinking tea in the backyard, um, and just talk while we embroider. And embroidering is like, you get like a shirt or something with a hoop and you sew through it. You sew designs. I might do a demonstration on that on a next video. Um, but yeah, I would really like to talk with her again and just talk about anything. Like, I would love to know about her, like, about herself when she was younger. I would like to talk about her. I mean, not talk about her, talk with her about myself when I was little. Like, I'm pretty sure I was just a brat. I don't know. She used to babysit me. I would just like to talk about life with her. I really do miss her. I mean, I only got my middle name named after her, so why not? And especially if my own grandmother tells me that her mom, was pretty much like a miniature me, or I'm a miniature her, sorry. Oh my god. Um, I'm a miniature her. I mean, I guess I take that as like a very big compliment, a great compliment, but at the same time, I don't know how she would react to my hair. She'd probably think I'm crazy or something. But then again, I mean, I've talked to a couple of the old ladies here that I volunteer with, and they love it, so maybe she would like it too. If I were to have lunch with anyone else, let's see. Real or fake? Well, I already gave my real one, even though she's deceased. I did know her. Fake, 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 fake. Maybe the shooting star from like my book I'm currently reading, Stardust. And ask her what it's like to be a star. Because in the book it describes them like just sitting up there in the sky, looking down on people, and, just kind of laughing at them, thinking that, you know, they're their own little person themselves in the sky, but people just think they're just a flaming fireball like in the sky, making wishes or, doing stuff. Just looking up at them at the night sky. Like, I don't know, I would ask her like what it's like to be a star. To be all glowy and, the way to describe him in the book, or describe her in the book, she has like white hair and she's like just big glow of glowiness. And I don't know, like, I don't know what we would talk about. I mean, other than asking like what it's like to be a star and what it felt like to fall from the sky, what it's like to, be with Tristan. That's like the male character in the book. I don't know what else would we talk about. Like, what would we eat? Like, what do stars eat? Do they eat stardust, or is that cannibalism to them? Um, Personally, I would probably just have like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, or just a regular sandwich, like a turkey and cheese sandwich, or like with tea on the side, with some like fruit or like carrots. Um, I don't know. That's that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of weird and geeky. I mean, you guys learned that from my other video. Um, my other questions. Let's see. What is your favorite movie and why? That is a hard one. That is a very hard question because I have a lot of favorite movies. Again, I'd have to say Stardust because, one, it's not like the book, but it's still just as good as its own. As weird as that sounds, like the book is totally different from the movie, and normally people are like, yeah, that happens, and normally the movie's bad. Well, no, the movie was actually good, like, on its own, along with the book. Like, some of the stuff in the book, of course, is in the movie, but I don't know, it's just like a really, really good movie, like a powerful movie. Another favorite movie of mine would probably have to be Pan's Labyrinth. It's a foreign film. It's very, very intense, but it's like a very good like children's movie, even though it's not really a children's movie. It's kind of hard to describe. But this little girl, she like her parents, or her mom actually, her mom and her stepdad like treat her really bad, and her mom's pregnant with like her little brother, and she ends up finding this piece of chalk, and she draws a door, and it leads her to like this other land pretty much. And I guess like her mom was having complications with the pregnancy, and like this big like satyr kind of creature gives her this root to help with the baby, and the stepfather finds out and like locks her up in the room, like thinking that like the little girl is becoming like a witch or something. I don't know, it's a crazy movie. Like, I recommend it very much. Like, you gotta see Pan's Labyrinth. It's very good. I don't know, that's pretty much all my subjects for this week. I hope you enjoy it. You can go ahead and leave me more subjects like on the comment box below or on my actual blog. Don't forget to subscribe. And next week, I actually have a little experiment my cousin wants me to work on that she wanted me to do on this video, but I don't have the ingredients fully, like all of them, so I'm going to work on it this week and try to get it in for, next Friday's video. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to subscribe and go ahead and, visit my blog page and even my DeviantArt. Um, but have a good weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Bye, guys.